Hi and welcome to my channel Crafty Come Lately. I'm going to share with you a couple more tips about making very simple tags for Christmas. And I did want to add on to my previous video where I covered some other tips, and then the video before that that you can of course use manila folder. I don't know why I forgot to mention that, because that's actually what I use the most. And also packaging, cardboard, where you get your shipments from. They can make also lovely tags, and that actually was what I used here to make the number 5 size. So I'll put the link for the other videos in case you want to watch them again, but just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And if you use your 6x6 paper pads, which is what I'm doing here, as your base, you can make 4 tags of the number 3. So it will be this size right here, the number 3, which is the 3 3/4 by 1 7/8. If you wanted them all uniform, meaning all the same size, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 with a little bit of scrap and a little bit of scraps in between. If you didn't mind having one bigger, you could have the 4th one be the number 4 tag, one size up. But otherwise, it will be 4 of the number 3 tags. Unless the only exception I know is that the Kaisercraft comes in a 6.5 by 6.5 pad, which is what I have here. There is no border to it, so the whole thing is 6.5. Normally there's a little tear at the very top. That's your little border. The Kaisercraft, at least this one, doesn't have it. So that's the only one I've ever had, and so that's my only experience. With this one, you can do 4 of the number 4 tags. So hopefully that's not too confusing, but most of you will have the standard. So if you just want to do an assembly line and you want to take maybe 2 or however many that will come in your pack that will match, 2 of the same sheets, and then you'll get 4 out of each of those sheets tags. So you can do an assembly line and start that way. So wanted to make sure I cover that. And so the few tags that I did, I kept them pretty simple. So like this one, I just corner punched all 4 corners. I did a little yarn which I colored blue, and I used that little price tag one here, the price tag label that I got from Office Depot, and stamped it Merry Christmas. But of course, if you have something else that you stamp, like a regular piece of paper, if I have one, like if you have a sentiment, you stamp it, you could do the same thing, fit it in there. And you can, and by the way too, I meant to mention that I technically do all my tags this way, in a vertical way, but you could completely do them horizontal, and then you could fit things this way. But you can also get them off the page, like this one is a little bit off the page, and that's okay. So this one too, you could cut it, you could do it sideways, zigzag, whatever, but you could technically have it hanging off. It's kind of cute. So you don't have to sweat it that much. The next one I did is just a cut up and down of 2 other scraps from another piece of paper, and I wound up actually using this as a ruler to measure the width of this one, and then a vellum sentiment right here. And then I used a little bit of these, I don't know if you can see it, but I used a gel pen to get a little bit of, or actually not on this one, so you won't be able to see it on this one. I did it here, or here, sorry, back to this one. I used a gel pen to get a little bit of sparkles to make additional stars. So, but here, this one I just used the basic stamp right here as it came from the stamp set. And this one I shared with you guys was 75% off from My Sentiments Exactly, MSE. They have a Facebook page and they do 1 or 2 or 3 specials every weekend. Check them out. And this one I made my own with glitter and double stick tape. I'll show you that in a separate video because I think my battery's about to run out. And then this one is a little snowman and a little sentiment. If you don't have a snowman, you can make 2 circles and little drawing of the eyes and the carrot nose, little twine here. And so those are some ideas for you. I'll share a separate video on how I do the glitter bottom, that washi looking thing right here. And thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'll put the other videos in the description box so you can check them out. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day.